6 days ago, 8 Utahns took advantage of a beautiful Saturday to head into the mountains. 4 of them died when an avalanche swept downhill and buried them.
Today, the Utah Avalanche Center released a detailed report that tells a story of tragedy and courage and concludes how it happened. Fox 13's Max Roth joins us now with a look. Max.
Yeah, Kelly and Bob, this is a detailed report, and it explains what happened in terms of the snow, the terrain, and the weather. But it also tells that story, moment by moment, where these 8 people were, how 2 friends rescued 2 strangers before finding those who were beyond rescue. 5 friends high on the hill, Steve waiting up on the ridge for Chris, Sarah, Tom, and Lewis. Below, another group. Nate, Ethan, and Steph had just arrived. Nikki Champion from the Avalanche Center shows us the site where the avalanche broke off.
We've got this soft, new snow from the past 2 storms sitting on top of a firmer or 1 finger hard layer. 1 finger to 4 fingers, and then when we get down to the bottom of this crown, we're seeing really weak, faceted snow. And from there, this is where the avalanche failed.
That wall of snow, as wide as 1,000 feet. The report concludes the skiers accidentally triggered it. It sounded like an earthquake, Chris told them. He lunged at a tree.
It's remarkable that he could simply hold on to that tree.
The avalanche ripped his skis off, and his feet were several feet off the ground after the slide cleared the snow. Steve skied down from the ridge, and the 2 searched with beacons and probes. This photo shows where all of the skiers were after the avalanche. Chris and Steve's beacons led them to Nate. Digging down 4 to 6 feet, he was alive. He soon woke up and joined the search. Next, the beacons led to Ethan, unconscious but alive.
When you have a multiple burial, you're lucky to get 1 out alive. That they got 2 out alive is simply remarkable.
Luck would not save the others. Their pictures, full of life, are in the report. Chris's girlfriend, Sarah, found next, not breathing, no pulse. Chris performed CPR while Steve and Nate continued searching, finding Lewis. Also, no breath, no pulse. Chris joined the search again, and together they found Steph and Thomas, dead. Some notes in the report. Early on, Chris called 911. Both groups knew of avalanche danger in the area. All of the skiers who were buried still had skis on. The others likely had their toe pieces in a locked position, making it easier to go uphill, but skis on contribute to a deeper burial. Finally, the report's conclusion about the rescue. Chris and Steve saved 2 lives with their heroic rescue efforts. Then Chris, Nate, and Steve gave their best attempt to save the rest. Unfortunately, time was working against them. Their rescue efforts were top-notch. They knew how to perform companion rescue quickly and efficiently. They did the absolute best anyone could do with 6 full burials. Yeah, those 2 men who they saved, Ethan and Nate, they were buried 4 to 6 feet under the snow. You imagine how much work it is to get down to that. Well, a last word from Greg Gagne, who was the man who told us about that report. He's with the Avalanche Center. He spoke with us on Live at Noon. This is a terrible season. 6 avalanche deaths in Utah so far, the 4 in this one included. Now, this weekend, the danger is still high. Please be careful if you have plans in the backcountry. Live in studio, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Wow, a remarkable story, Max. Thank you. The Utah Avalanche Center is tracking the risk levels in the backcountry. They recommend you stick to slope angles lower than 30 degrees and staying in wide open meadows, not under any steep terrain. To see the current conditions and ratings and to learn more about ways to stay safe in the backcountry, go to fox13now.com.